So hi everyone, thank you for joining us today to learn more about the MA program in Modern German and European Studies. My name is Hagit from the University of Haifa International School. I'm excited that you are here today, and join me is Dr. Katarina Konarek. She is the director of the Haifa Center for German and European Studies, HCGES. And also Ms. Gaida Zoabi, so she's the administrative coordinator of HCGES. So we will start our presentation really soon. So I would like to introduce a little bit about the University of Haifa and Haifa, this city. So let's start. So as you see, so this is the University of Haifa. We can see the really beautiful Mediterranean Sea, and Haifa is also port city. So let's go to see. So the city of Haifa is the third largest city in Israel. So we are located in the north of Israel, and also University of Haifa is the largest university in the northern part of Israel. So here in Haifa, you will see a lot of different religions. You can meet the Jews, Christians, Muslim, and Druze. And also when you will come to the University of Haifa campus, you will meet different students from all over the world. So here is really peaceful and coexistence, and you can see the different cultures. So everybody studies together. And also a little bit about the University of Haifa. So the University of Haifa was founded in 1972. So this is, as I said, this is the largest university in the northern part of Israel. And we have 6 faculties, 8 schools, and 72 research centers. So this is our major faculties. You can see the Faculty of Law, Humanities, Social Science, Education. I don't go into the detail, but we have the School of Marine Sciences. So this is the only one unique school in the whole Israeli universities. So we have around 18,000 students. We have bachelor degrees, master degrees, and PhD degrees. So almost 20,000 students come to study together here at the University of Haifa. So you can see this is our main building. So from the top of the main building, you can see the whole Haifa, really beautiful views. And also a little bit about our international school. So international school was established before 47 years ago, and we have around 1,000 students come from over the world to come to study here together. They are coming for the short-term programs, study abroad programs, and also, of course, and also master programs. So we have 19 international master programs. And that's it. So you see, we have these 19 international master programs. They are all taught in English. So I don't go into the detail, but one of the programs, so this is the amazing program, is our Modern German and European Studies. So this is about the tuition fee of the programs. So if you will come to study here, so you will pay for the tuition fee is around $10,600. And also we have another service fees is around $1,150. This is in addition to tuition fee, and you need to pay for the Wi-Fi, library service, and the on-campus security. And also the most important in Israel, you need to have the medical health insurance. So because if once it happens something, hopefully you don't happen anything, but once if you go to the hospital, if you don't have this medical insurance, that will be really big problem. It will cost a lot of money. So that's why this is really important. So the total tuition fee is around 11,750. This is according to the 2012 academic year. So each year we have some slight different, little bit different for the change of tuition fee, but it's not big difference. But the most amazing about these programs is once you will be accepted to the this program, you can also apply for the scholarships. So regarding the scholarship, then later I will let Dr. Katarina Korarek will tell about the scholarships programs to everyone. So you will hear even better details from her. So right now, so let's start from here. So in the end, I will tell more about the also about the emission requirements and also the domes, but will be in the end. So let's so now if you also have any questions, so you will in the end the section you can check with us and we will answer everything there. And so now, so let's welcome Dr. Katarina Korarek and Miss Gada Zohabi. So will tell us more about the MA program in modern German and European studies. Yes, so now it's your turn.
Thank you, Hagit. This was a very nice kickoff for all of you to learn a bit about the University of Haifa. Also a very warm welcome from our side. I'm Katarina Konarek. As Hagit said, I'm the director of the center, and I'm here today with my colleague Raida Soabi, who is our student coordinator, but also an alumni of the program. So I think that could be very interesting for you to talk also to a former student and to learn a bit more about our program. Hagit, if you can stop sharing your presentation, so I will put mine up.
Yes, of course.
And in the meantime, I posted already in the chat our website. So for those of you who are curious to learn more, please log into our website. You will also find student testimonies there. So you can also hear from current and former students. And I also posted for you our email addresses, the one of Raida and the one of me. So we are always here for you. Just feel free to send us a mail and we will help you with anything that we could. Maybe I will mention this before we go into details about what is the study of German European studies about. So Hagit just told you about the tuition fees that you have to pay at the University of Haifa. One very big advantage of our program is that our program is financed by the German government. So we are in the lucky situation that we can offer to our students tuition fee scholarships up to 80%. So when you sign in to the program and after you get accepted, we will provide you also with a form for scholarships that you can apply for. And sometimes it really releases the burden, because you need to know, as a student in Israel, you can't work, you are not allowed to work. So you have to bring your own funds, and release on the tuition fee is sometimes very helpful. Why is it like this? Some of you might know, in Germany, we believe in free education for everyone. So studying in Germany is free of costs. And the German government, who is funding our center and this program, also wanted to give this kind of advantage to people abroad. Good, so let me go through our presentation. I will tell you a little bit about the program, and then I will hand over to Raida, who will go more into details, also tell you what kind of different tracks we have and what you can expect when you're studying with us. So what is it to study German European studies? It is very interdisciplinary. Like it is not focused on like one classical academic path. So we cover courses in politics, economy, and the idea is to simply understand key ideas of what is it like to be in Europe, to be in Germany on a political, economical, or also on a legal scale. The studies should also simply increase the cultural awareness of being in Europe or being in Germany. What does this mean? I saw in the chat that a lot of you are coming from the Far East, so the program will simply provide you also with a lot of cultural skills. And one of the milestones of our program here is language skills. So a big part of the program is studying German language. Our students go through intensive German studies. You don't need to have any knowledge in German before you join us, but we will really provide you with hands-on language skills. That means after studying with us for 1 year or 2 years, you will be able to communicate in German. You will be able to, for example, go shopping in Germany or rent an apartment. The courses are designed for speaking, like mainly focusing on communication, so you can get really good language skills with us. A question that we are often asked, what can you do afterwards studying German European studies? Most of our students pursue global careers in different fields such as diplomacy, journalism. We also have students who relocate afterwards to Germany due to the excellent language skills. They manage their way on the job market there. They can do, for example, if they had a bachelor degree before in engineering, they can easily find also jobs in the German industrial sector. So this is like basically a career path that you can pursue, or as you see in our current student coordinator, Reida Suabi, who was also our former student, you can also pursue an academic career. Hagit already told you a little bit about the University of Haifa. I want to tell you a bit more about our center. So the MA program of Modern German European Studies is offered by the so-called Haifa Center for German and European Studies, short HCGES. And as I mentioned before, this center is a very unique center. It's anchored in the University of Haifa, but it's sponsored by the German Academic Exchange Service, the DAAD. And we are not the only center. We have about 20 centers like this worldwide. We have a center in Beijing. We have a center in Tokyo. We have a center in Seoul. We also have centers at Georgetown University and in Berkeley in the US. So joining our program doesn't just mean studying in the University of Haifa, but it means to join this global network of centers that all deal with German and European studies all around the world, and seeing German and European studies from different perspectives. So what we do is to organize with the other centers, for example, together conferences, on, for example, green policy in Germany and Europe, or we currently have a project on immigration of Germans, German Jews, or German Germans after the Second World War. So we look at this also from different angles and perspectives. And you can also, through this network of different centers, join different conferences or activities worldwide. We are planning, for example, also next semester a study trip to Germany with one of our so-called sister centers from Brazil. So you will also have the possibility to meet other students who study the same subject, but in different parts of the world. This also offers you, of course, different research and career options because you can connect to the other centers. We have a current PhD student who published a book on anti-Semitism with one of our professors from our sister center at Brandeis University in the US. So this gives you much more opportunities. And as I said already before, it makes also the curriculum that we have very multidisciplinary and different. I'm really happy to elaborate about these points a little bit later in a question and answer round. So this is why I think like a very important last point to mention also is that this study program includes also a field trip to Germany. So every student who is studying with us is entitled to go with us for a trip. We will cover all the costs, flight, hotels, and it's about a 1 week stay in Germany, where you have the opportunity to visit the German parliament, maybe also to visit like border regions towards Poland or France to see how borders currently look like in Europe. And this is normally also a very good opportunity also for you to check on your language skills. Also, and this is also an advantage of being part of the University of Haifa, the University of Haifa is part of the so-called Erasmus Plus program. Erasmus is normally in a European exchange service for students, but the University of Haifa is part of it, so you can also apply throughout your studies for a whole semester in Europe or in Germany. It's a semester that is fully sponsored, and credits that you then take at other universities in Germany or in Europe in the framework of this Erasmus program are also counted into your degree here. Okay, so this is it from my side. I will hand over to Raida, who can talk much better about the master program in depth. And Raida, I will just move the slides for you so you don't have to bother with this.
Yes, thank you, Katarina, and thank you, Hagit. My name is Ghaida Zorbi, as Hagit introduced me. I work at the Haifa Center for German and European Studies as an administrative coordinator. And before I was a student at the center, I studied for my master's degree in modern German and European studies. I can tell you a lot of positive things about this program. I can say I like the most the international atmosphere in the program. I met people from different nationalities, from different countries, and this is by so far my first international experience. I improved my English, my German, and I also what like the most is the interdisciplinary program. And this can help you with choosing a topic for the thesis if you choose the thesis track, and we will talk about the two tracks now. So as I said, this helped me with choosing my topic. As you see, we are a multidisciplinary program. For example, when I took the course German Society, I understood that this is my favorite field, and from there I chose to write my thesis about immigration. And you can see we teach German economy, German history, German society, about the European Union, also political science. So the multidisciplinary program can help you with choosing your topic for the thesis and the final exam. Katrina, can you move the number slide? So as I said, we have two tracks in our program. Track A is the thesis track, the one that I chose. So in the end of the studies, you choose a topic and choose a supervisor and write a thesis, a research. And we have also the track B, the non-thesis track. You can do the final exam instead of a thesis. So the common thing in the two tracks that we need to do 24 credits for mandatory courses. In the thesis track, we have to do elective courses, 4 credits for the elective courses and 12 credits for the non-thesis track. We always have, we offer a lot of elective courses, so you can choose your favorite courses as an elective courses. As for the seminar paper in the thesis track, you should write one seminar paper. You choose one course, and you can write a seminar paper in the course. For example, I chose German culture, and I wrote my seminar paper about a related topic in a German culture. In the non-thesis track, you have to write 2 seminar papers. As I said, you can choose 2 courses and write 2 seminars paper. So in total, the thesis track, you need to reach to 28 credits. And in the non-thesis track, you need to reach 36 credits. Okay, so now you can meet our staff here. I want to start with Professor Stefan Erik. He's the head of our program of the German and European Studies. He will teach you German history. Also, we have Dr. Alisa Belluti, who teaches usually German culture, the course German culture. We have Dr. Katarina Konarak, who will teach you German political science. And also we have Dr. Daniel Mahla, who specializes in Jewish history and the Yakis. We have also Dr. Ayelet Banai, who teaches European Union course. That was one of my favorite courses. Also, we have Mrs. Emmanuel Blanc, who also teaches political science and European Union. Mr. Irit Khan, she teaches German-Israeli relations course. You can take it as an elective course. And also we have Yingma. She was one of our students. She finished her studies last month. And we have Mrs. Yulia. Katerina, you can tell more about Mrs. Yulia, what she does for us.
So she's one of our postdocs. It's just a presentation of stuff so that you know, like, who's the people from our center. I think what's also interesting for you to know is that, for example, Professor Erik, me, and Dr. Machla, we are Germans from Germany who are ended up in Haifa. Alisa Bellotti is from the US, Emmanuel Blanc is from France, Irit Chen has German heritage in her family. So you can see the diversity, and maybe I will add also that Yingma as kind of, because I saw also a lot of Chinese students in the audience, she is for us doing like kind of mentoring for our Chinese students.
And yes, I also forgot to tell you about the study trip. So I took it as an elective course. It was amazing. We visited Germany. When I was a student, we visited Germany. We visited Munich and Strasbourg and Berlin. So in this course, you can enjoy and you can take 2 credits. Yes, can you, Katerina, please? So if you are interested in Germany and in Europe and in Germany in particular, so you are welcome to join us. And also, if you have any questions, I can tell you from my experience, and I can tell you one thing about the thing that I come from a different field. I came from education and literature, and I can tell you from my experience, it was super easy. I was worried a bit before joining the program because I come from different field, but I can tell you it was really easy for me also to study a new language, the German. And I was in the 1-year track. I studied 2 days a week, and it was super flexible and easy. And the staff are so nice, and the teachers are so nice. So you are welcome to join our program, and you can also always contact me by my university email. And if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer.
Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We believe a little bit in the approach that you have now the chance to ask us questions. So please feel free. Like Hagit, would you moderate our Q&A?
Right. Can you just give me back as a host? Just make me back as a host. Right. Okay. So now is the time that if you have any questions, and we are here, so we can answer your questions. So meanwhile, if you want to think about the questions, so I can just also tell you a little bit more about the just a little bit more about our dorms. If you will study here, and then you will see that which dorms that you are living, and just let me see that. Okay, so any questions so far?
Maybe I can say something in the meantime. That's also a question that often people ask us. So, how often, like this, the program was originally designed, it's a master program. And in Israel, a lot of people study a master while working. It's very normal to finish your BA and then to continue working and to study a master on the side. So in the original design, the program was designed to be studied just on 1 day per week. This was normally a very intense day. So you could imagine the day starting from 8 in the morning until 12 with German language classes, then with a little break, and then in the afternoon until 6 or 8 to have all the academic classes. Now, as we're having more and more international students, we are offering courses on 2 to 3 days a week. So especially for those of you who are coming and having just a limited amount of time, what we can offer for you is to study with us 2 days a week. It's a bit more intense, of course, because like the academic courses need some reading and the language courses need preparation. Our study days are Tuesdays and Thursdays mainly, but we offer some courses also on Wednesdays. And we offer also some elective courses in the summer, like during the summer break. And if you choose this kind of more intense trail where you study 2 days a week, you can finish all the coursework in 1 year. And that's very important. So you can finish everything in 1 year. And then, for example, if you decide to write a master thesis, you don't have to be necessarily in Haifa. You can be anywhere you want. Also taking under consideration for you that you will not be allowed to work here. So a lot of our students stay with us for 1 year, finish all the coursework, and then return to their home countries, or maybe continue to Germany for Erasmus and write their master thesis there. Or if they are doing an exam, the exam normally is also an online mission where you will be sent the exam questions and that you also can conduct anywhere you are. So this is a big advantage. Some of our courses are taught partially online due to the fact that we have, especially in the elective courses, we have lecturers that come from Germany, like that are German academics or working for example, we have a lecturer also from Austria who's working for the Austrian Foreign Ministry. And he teaches his course partially online, but most of the courses are taking place in presence. Sorry, Hagit, for cutting you.
Yes, no problem. Thank you, Dr. Katarina Konare. So now I just share my screen again and just want to mention that, yes, do you see my screen? Okay. Okay, so do you see my share screen? Yes, great. So what I want to say that is, so we have 2 kinds of dorms when you will come to study here. So if you want to stay in the dorms, so you have single dorms from Thalia buildings, which is $475 each month. Or you have the single rooms in the Fedmans, which is cheaper. So it's around $400 for each month. So for the Thalia, so the good things about Thalia, so you have your own private bathrooms and showers and everything's by your own. So that's why it's more expensive. But for the single room in Ferdinand, so even though it's a little bit cheaper, you have your single room, but you need to have share the kitchen, bathroom, and living room with your roommates. So wherever you want to decide, and when you apply to German, modern German and European studies, and later you can decide whether you want Thalia rooms or Federman rooms, buildings, different buildings. Again, so after this, I want to talk about the admission requirements. So if you want to apply this program, you need to have OBA or BSc degree with the minimum score of GPA 3 or 80. So, and you also need to have official diploma and transcript of the grades. Okay, if you are the country not from the not the English spoken country, so you also need to do the OIS or Duolingo or TOEFL score text. So, and also we need to have your CV, and also your motivation letter is around 500 words, 1 page. And also you need to have 2 recommendation letter. And the most important things, if I'm correct, so you also need to have interview with Dr. Katarina Konarek, right? Yes, Katarina,
Yes.
right.
That's
yes.
very good that you mentioned it. So the minute
Yes.
you start to applying, we will send you an email, and it's just simply we want to get to know you and have a one-on-one conversation to you, like Raida and me are conducting the interviews, and afterwards we will hand over your documents to our academic committee.
Right. Thank you, Katarina. So yes, the interview is very important. So if you want to apply this program, so I think you need to, I also suggest you need to just prepare really well for your interviews to meet Dr. Katarina Konarek. So I wish you good luck. And yes, she's a really nice person. And yes, and then you will have an interview with her. So, and also after that, we have application process. So you need to apply on our website. So when you go to the www.studyinhaifa.com, and then you will see apply now, and then you will go to this link. So, and then you will see that we require you write your emails, your first name, last name, and after that you will choose the program. So you can choose the Modern German and European Studies program, and then you will start your online application process. So that's it. If you have any questions, so now is the time. Yes, yes, now is the time that you can just write here. We are at the chat and we are here. So we are waiting for your questions. Yes, okay, I see the questions from these students. So does the application has a deadline? So basically, we have the first deadline. So it's around the 15th of the March, but we also have second deadline too. So Katarina, do you have really the deadline for the students?
So we recommend you to apply as soon as possible. Why? Because first of all, your documents go into a checking from the university. And then from our experience, you also want to settle in, you want to understand like where you're going to live and how you're going to structure everything here. And then also in our case, because I said before, you have the opportunity to apply for tuition fee scholarships. So it's very good also to hand in this application early. So we will collect all the applications for the tuition scholarship until August, and then kind of give it also to our academic committee. So there is no real like deadline. I'm just urging you, if you are interested, to apply as soon as possible. Also, like what Hagi posted in the chat, that you can also save application fees if you apply early, and it makes it simply easier for us to help you also in advance and to give you information. We have also a question from Jingji Wang about, I think it's you asking about Rosa Luxemburg, correct? So Rosa Luxemburg was a very strong female politician from the left-wing party. Regarding our study trip to Germany, like Raida is currently the one who is coordinating the trip and planning it. So normally our trips are under one academic theme, like last year, right? It was on East-West Germany. So, and the schedule is designed, of course, by one of our lecturers in Raida, but I'm sure that also student ideas can be implemented in the plan. And I wouldn't know, do you want to visit the grave of Rosa Luxemburg or learn more about this? Or everything is possible, like the program is normally very flexible, and you can, like, it's under a theme, under a topic, but we want our students to be very engaged in this study trip. It's called a study trip and not just a trip. That's the difference. So you will also have to prepare papers and material for the trip.
Thank you, Katarina. Are there more questions? So now is the time.
Maybe what I can also add is we didn't talk in extent about the German language. So I told you that teaching or learning German with us is a crucial factor. A lot of students are very nervous. This is what Raida described before. How will this be if I have no experience in German and maybe also English as my already a foreign language to me? So in German teaching, we have an approach that from day one, we speak German, okay? And this is a very good approach for you to accelerate your language skills very quickly. And it doesn't matter if you are not fully correct in the grammar, but it is an approach that makes you simply speak very quickly. We have Dr. Jens Schmidtke with us, who is sent specially from Germany, from the German government, to teach German. So, and also if you decide not to study with us, but any other program at the MA, like at the University of Haifa, the German classes are still accessible for everyone. So it's an offer basically from the German government to the University of Haifa to have German courses on all levels. The second year, you're asking about the second year, the content and the fee. So like it depends on you how fast you want to study. I said you can study 2 days a week and study with us for 1 year, or you can study 1 day a week for 2 years. It doesn't change anything in the tuition fees, that stays the same. And it also doesn't change anything in the content. It's just simply about how fast you want to study. Like everyone has to finish, as Raida explained before, the 24 mandatory courses that are, for example, in German history, German political system, German economy. So this is courses that you have to finish. And it's a bit up to you if you want to finish all the courses in 1 year or in 2 years. And then it's a bit up to you if you're writing a thesis. If you're writing a thesis, you get more time because a thesis needs a dedication. It's normally about a semester up to a year that it takes you. And maybe that's also good to mention why to write a thesis or why not to write a thesis. For those of you who want to continue for an academic career and to do a PhD, we recommend to write a thesis. For those of you who want to continue working in the industry or pursue an international career, we recommend the non-thesis track and the exam, because you will have simply much more elective courses and you finish your degree faster, and then you're on the way and can use your degree for your work. Is there anything I forgot, Raida? Same tuition fee for 2 years? Yes, it's one tuition fee, as Hagit explained, around $11,000 plus, like I think an extra 1,000 for security and library. And we
Katarina, you want to say something about the living scholarships?
So yes, so we used to offer living scholarships, but we can't do this at the moment anymore. So this is why I mentioned before, like what we can offer at the moment is just tuition scholarships. So we really urge you to take under consideration that life in Haifa is quite expensive, one of most expensive places, I think, in the world. So make sure to have a proper funding before you come. Maybe you can also, a lot of our students still keep their jobs in their home countries, or like you can also probably, that's a good thing to ask Hagit or the international school to apply for extra scholarships. But what we can provide for you is tuition fee scholarships, and it's this one-time scholarship, one-time payment. It doesn't matter if you study with us 2 years, 1 year. It's this about $11,000, and we can give scholarships up to 80%. Sorry, so it's about let's say $3,000 to $4,000 left for you to pay.
Great, thank you, Katarina. So what we just want to emphasize, so this is a really unique program, and with the tuition scholarships fee, so it means that you even though the tuition fee is around almost $11,000, but you will get the 70% or 50% or until up to 80% off tuition fee. That means you only need to pay around $3,000 or $4,000 for master degree, which is really little for the whole world. So I mean this, and also I just hear what Katarina and also Haida they told us about the program's details, and it sounds really interesting program. So we really encourage you to start your online application process. And because as she said, because this program, we have many students want to apply. So once you start your online application procedure, as soon as possible, so you will be secured. You will get more chances to be accepted to this program, right, Katarina? Right. So just now you can see, you can go to the www.studyinhaifa.com and start to apply here. And if you have more questions and everything you want to know about this program, so you can contact Katarina, and also you can contact Haida via the emails, so they will answer all your questions. If you also need our assistant from the international school, you can also contact me, Hagit, via WhatsApp. Yes, now I'm just type it down. Yes, here. So this is my WhatsApp number. So if you have more questions, you are welcome always to just add me here, or by WeChat. So you can add me here or there. So any questions? Okay, so yes, Katarina, I see one more question for you.
Yeah, so how to pursue a further academic career? It's a little bit up to you. Like we offer also a PhD program, but you need to find, in order to apply for a PhD with us, you need to find first of all a topic you want to research about, and then you need to also find a supervisor. That's up to you. This is part of the research process. I mentioned it a little bit before, and also Raida, we are extending our center currently because we got a big heritage. We got the heritage of the German-speaking Jews in Israel. It's like now in our hands. They are called Yekes. So we got a lot of archival material from them. Plus, we will open a museum on the German-speaking Jewry in Israel. These are people who fled the Nazis before the Second World War, or even emigrated before because they didn't feel comfortable in Europe anymore. So this is a new big research project that we're currently starting and launching. It's the first year. You can read about it more also on our website. And this is a good chance for those of you who want to pursue an academic career, because here we have different funds. We are currently funded by the so-called Landecker Foundation, which is one of the biggest private foundations in Germany. And here we will have in the future a need for people who can work with archives, who can work with documents. We are currently working together with someone on digital humanities. So we are trying to make this museum and this archive a milestone similar to Yad Vashem or the Ghetto Fighter Museum. So if any one of you is interested in archival work, in migration work, in German Jewry, this would be, for example, a chance to pursue an academic career with us. In general, as I said, if you're interested in an academic career, I first recommend you to do a master thesis. And then I really recommend you also an Erasmus stay at one of the German universities. I think German academia is a very good way to pursue an academic career. And our program with the master is like building the basic stone for it. So yeah, it's definitely possible.
Great. So any questions? Okay, so if there are no more questions, I would like to thank you, Dr. Katarina Konarek, and also Ms. Haida Zohabi for taking the time to share more information about the program. So thanks to all of you and taking time to be here today. And just remember, don't forget to start your online applications and receive 85% of the application fee. Of course, we hope to see you here in Haifa soon. So see you the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Hagit.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.